If we say McDonald's is the king of burgers, then 喜家德 might be the king of Chinese dumplings. What makes this chain so special and how it raised up more than 800 stores in a so competitive market? Besides that, in Chinese restaurant, there is an unspoken rule. Dumplings are very hardly to standardize since it involves three things: the complex preparation, the strict quality control, and most importantly, it would cost a lot for expansion. Yet, in 2024, with an average order value just 35 RMB, around 4 pounds, 喜家德 remains the rare, steadily growing restaurant chain in the whole country. So, here's a question. Why? Why this brand? And who is the man behind it? Today, we're gonna break down 5 powerful strategies to see what made it happen. In 2003, when Gao Defu opened his first restaurant in a northeastern city, he found a secret in this industry: the low-quality meat. Actually, to cut costs, most stores just use any scraps they could find. That not only caused the quality issue, but also trust issue. Gao made a bold move. He personally bought the highest quality meat in the city every morning. People thought he's crazy, even his own butcher. He said, "You won't survive more than 6 months, dude." But years later, Gao's gamble paid off. The same butcher. He told everyone, if you want to go outside to eat dumplings, just go to 喜家德. They use my pork. It's 100% safe. Back then, open kitchens were unheard of, especially in Chinese small cities. Gao's transparency is not just a market gimmick. It's a virtual guarantee for the cleanliness and the quality. Actually, he also set up a new standard for the whole industry. The average human mouth is 5 to 8 cm, and 喜家德 deliberately designed the dumpling as 9 cm. Why? Because it forced people to take 2 bites, and after the first bite, the filling is exposed. So you can see the green vegetables, the pink shrimps, and the golden eggs, all is visible. Beyond aesthetics, this also had a practical advantage. Each dumpling was precisely 24 grams, and with 15 dumplings per order, so it's totally 360 grams. It made portion control, staff training, and kitchen efficiency fully standardized. If you are a business consultant, this would drive you crazy. A restaurant chain loses 5 million RMB in 5 years, and the menu only have 6 dumpling flavors. So a lot of landlords and investors urged 喜家德 to change something, maybe adding more stirred dishes or the high-margined items. Gao held his ground. He believed more menu items would lead to compromises in freshness and brand identity. So he was right. While other chains struggled with logistics and storage, 喜家德 was the first dumpling chain in China with no meat freezers in its stores. If you ask McDonald's or Subway how to expand, their playbook is simple: franchising. But in China, the complexity of Chinese restaurant operations makes franchising a nightmare. The moment of restaurant brand starts franchising and the stores become independent, it's always leading to supply chain conflicts and misaligned incentives. So 喜家德 took the opposite way. No franchising, just partner model. The logic was simple. You cannot just make money by selling the license. You need to make every store operators invest themselves into the success. Thus, they created the 3-5-8 model. 3 equity, Top performing store managers earn 3% in equity with no upfront investment. 5 equity. If they train a new store manager, they can invest 5% in the new store. And the 8 equity. If they train 5 store managers, they can invest 8% in future stores. This structure elemented the traditional boss vs employee dynamic and turned manager into stakeholders. Today, Xijiade's corporate headquarters only accounts for 1% of total employees. Not every successful founder has a glamorous story. Gao Defu was a kitchen helper and dishwasher. And talking about his original goal, he said, I only want to earn some money and buy a pair of rubber-soled shoes. In the early 2000s, when China's real estate booming, some people chasing for the quick money in the construction or the coal mining, Gao Defu almost switched his career path. And then he observed something. Someone who chased the quick money always failed. But someone who can be successful is only because they are using their strengths. The interesting thing is, his observation is strongly matched a very classic business theory, the resources-based view. It basically means a company shouldn't only focus on the trend, they should focus on their resources. So although Gao Defu only has a middle school graduation, but he has a strong common sense and the gut for business. Here's another cute story. One day, in a round circle table, a lot of successful businessmen are talking about most hard part in the business, about the culture. And when they asked Gao Defu's opinion, he said, I don't know the fancy words like you guys mentioned, like the transformative leadership. I only think it's very simple. It's like everybody thinks in this way, says in this way, and does everything in this way. No fancy frameworks, no business jargon, no elite background, but absolutely clarity. Recently, Xijiade launched a high-end sea urchin dumpling line in a coastal city, pushing prices to 200 RMB per meal, making it the most expensive dumpling chain in China. And yet, it worked. It's now a must-visit restaurant. When asked him why he did that, he simply said, when you are a top, it's your duty to lead, to explore, to do something that others won't or can't. His next ambition, taking Xijiade international. Actually, it's not only about ambition, it's also about duty. And Chinese people always say a sentences, a single spark can start a prairie fire. So, what do you think? Will it work out of China? If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, like, and comment whatever you want. Let us know what kind of other Chinese business stories you want to hear. This is Unpolished Players in Business.